I've left this apartment since 2018, after living in it for 3 years, but I'm still wondering and kind of creeped out thinking about it, even if nothing really bad happened there. It was just weird and disturbing, as it was rented by a student agency from the government, giving flats or rooms to students with poor parents. It was well aerated, carbon monoxide checked once a year. I was leaving home for uni, and the first semester was just fine. During the second semester, I sometimes felt watched. The first time I thought it was anxiety, or because my room was messy. I had skipped cleaning that week, and I've read that you don't sleep as well in a messy room, so I let it slide 1, 2, 3 times. I was always kinda messy, but not dirty. And I didn't experience that in any of the 8 homes I inhabited in all of my life, so I thought it was a bad room arrangement. One time it happened for 2 days in a row. I noticed that every time it happened, my room was messy, not cleaned. I usually clean 2 times a week, but I admit I'd gotten lazy and was often cleaning once a week. But bins were changed and dishes were done. It kept happening during the 3 years I lived there, feeling watched, whatever the season, weather, lifestyle. If it was happening and I was not cleaning the room the next day, the next night I would feel watched. I'm not scared of the dark, nor mirrors, but I had a mirror facing the entry of the bathroom, and I was always afraid to see something in the mirror. One time, I begged to get some rest, and I promised I would clean the next day if it just stopped. But it kept happening, if not cleaning twice a week. At that point, you probably think that I would have been scared away into being a clean person, but each time life would, get in the way. The days after cleaning, life just kept happening. I was always busy, so I'd end up getting judged by nocturnal eyes. After a while, I just brushed it off. Even if I was still scared when it would happen, I was so uncomfortable that I would sleep with the light on, something I've never done, even in early childhood. But I thought I was just self-ailmenting some kind of paranoia. A friend of mine had the same flat. We were neighbors, with the same furniture, same arrangement, and I always slept fine at her place. And I got a weird look when I told her what was happening to see if she was having the same issues. What really made me feel weird is that 3 different times I invited people over, clean apartment, and on 2 times, the first one during the first semester, the guest felt watched. One of these times I had 2 friends stay over for the night. They left, but later that month, after one of those nights, I told them about it, asking them not to make fun of me. They asked why I looked tired. Then they stared at each other and hesitantly told me, "Well, we didn't want to scare you, but after sleeping at your house, we both had a talk because I said that I felt watched that night and it creeped me out. And she said she felt the same. We didn't want to tell you because we didn't want to make you feel uncomfortable after being so nice to let us sleep in your flat. It was technically forbidden. Weirdly, on the 2 occasions, I never felt watched, only the guests. Recently, I told my mom about it, and she told me, it's like you had a soldier ghost in your flat. You know, soldiers are forced to be very organized, and if he did some time of service there, maybe he was mad at you for messing up his place, you know? She didn't know at the time that there was a small commemorative plaque saying that Marine troops stayed there during World War II. After some research today, I found out that the building was from 1930 and classified as a historical monument. It's used as flats for students, and I knew it was old because of the plaque, but seeing the year was weird. So, I really don't know what to think about it. I knew 2 people there and was the only one having this kind of issue. I don't know if it's reminiscent energy from all the tenants that it had during the years, if it is the ghost or energy of one previous tenant, one who was particularly versed into cleaning and sticking to rules, or anything else. Overall, I remember it as a nice flat, and I miss it sometimes. But some other times, I still think about this, even if it's been 5 years since I moved out, and I get chills. What do you guys think? I also have to say that the apartment was kinda humid, old, had bad isolation old, but I knew 3 people in the exact same building, and they never got this, which is what I find weird. Honestly, I would like to think it was just really bad anxiety, if 3 other people didn't say they felt it while sleeping there. So, I really wonder if it was really something about the arrangement and everything. But then why only on certain occasions? Or if there is another rational or paranormal explanation. I'll preface this by saying that I've had many paranormal encounters since I was young, and many were also witnessed by the people I was living with or confirmed by neighbors. We had fallen on some tough times financially, and the only real affordable housing where my son could remain at his school that he loved were some really old apartments. The complex was built in the 1950s and was run down. It was a 2x2 split floor plan. My husband and I took the master bedroom with the bathroom inside, separate room though. The bedroom was always freezing. I could never stay warm in there, even though it's Texas and being from Wisconsin, I know what real cold is. The other rooms in the apartment were normal temperature. I never felt comfortable being alone in the apartment, mostly because I never felt alone. The living room wall with the TV on it was also our bedroom wall and the door. We always kept the bedroom door shut. I was in the living room watching TV alone. The spot I always sat in, I swear I could hear and see the bedroom doorknob rattle, like a gust of wind had been blown at it. Our AC unit was at the other end of the apartment. And there's just no vents or windows anywhere near the bedroom door. There was a coat closet door adjacent to the bedroom door in the entryway, and it never did the same thing. Just the bedroom doorknob would rattle. We lived on the 2nd floor of the 2-story complex, so no one was above us. The people below us were incredibly quiet people. I never once heard them at all, yet alone slamming doors or windows that could have affected us. I was again sitting on the couch facing the bedroom door, reading. This time, out of the corner of my eye, I saw a human-sized black shadow. It crossed from my entryway, past the coat closet door, and right through the bedroom door, rattling the doorknob. I took my glasses off and tried to refocus, thinking there must be a smear or something on the glasses. There was nothing. I got up and went into the bedroom, and there was nothing. About a week later, the same thing happened, but this time, the shadow was only 2 or 3 feet high. Same path from the entryway, coat closet, right through the bedroom door, with the handle rattling again. Got up, went into the bedroom, and nothing was there. A few days later, I caught it again out of the corner of my eye. But it was just standing there, full-sized in the entryway, like it had been watching me. I only caught a glimpse this time before it disappeared, and this time I saw purple in its face, like purple eyes, although it could have been a scarf, a hat. I wasn't usually ever alone in the evenings, but my husband and son were both gone one night. I was watching TV in the living room, and I felt really anxious, like I wasn't alone. The bedroom door handle started rattling, along with the door shaking a little this time. I started getting pretty freaked out. I knew I needed to go check things out. I got up enough courage knowing that I had to go into the bedroom and that the light switches are in the room, not next to the door. I needed to use the bathroom, which took going into the dark room to get the lights turned on. I took some deep breaths and opened the bedroom door. And as I went straight to the bathroom door in the dark, opened it up, I reached around to the left to flip on the light switch. What I felt instead in the dark was my hand go through some wet substance. I can only compare to jello-ish or hair gel-like. I was shocked, flipped on the light, went to grab a hand towel off the rack, fully expecting my whole hand to be soaked in something. It was dry. There was nothing different about the bedroom or the bathroom. Yet again, and the sensation of the gel stuff on my hand was gone. My middle daughter was over a few weeks later, sitting at my vanity in our bedroom, which was next to the bedroom door. I told her of my experiences and others. She's sensitive too to energies. I was getting dressed. She was putting on makeup. We were going out. She said, "Mom, the shadow just walked through the door, past me, and into the bathroom. It looked like an old woman." She was the only one who had ever seen it besides me. We actually ended up swapping bedrooms, so my son could have the larger master bedroom for friends to come over and play video games. After we switched bedrooms, I never saw the shadow again, and the other bedroom was always reasonably warm. To this day, I'm not sure what I put my hand into that night. I have an idea, but without proof, and being alone that night, they're only ideas. We moved a few months later. I've never seen the black shadow again.